If you're over 60, listen carefully because the fruit you eat every day could be quietly pushing your kidneys toward failure, and you might not even know it. I'm Dr. Johnny, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you something most health-conscious seniors never see coming. We've been told all our lives that fruit is nature's gift, packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But here's the truth nobody likes to talk about once your kidneys start aging. Not all fruits are your friends anymore. Every week, I meet patients who think they're eating healthy: a banana with breakfast, a glass of orange juice at brunch, maybe a handful of dried fruit for a snack, and yet they still feel tired. Their ankles swell, their blood pressure creeps higher, and their lab work shows creatinine climbing. They can't figure out why. The answer lies in what those fruits hide inside: natural compounds that younger kidneys can handle, but older ones struggle to filter. Over time, the overload builds up silently until one morning you wake up weaker, heavier, or facing a serious diagnosis. And here's the scary part: many of the worst offenders are sitting in your kitchen right now. That's why today, I'm counting down the 8 common fruits that seniors with kidney concerns should either avoid completely or eat with extreme caution. Some of these will surprise you. Some might even be your favorites. But I promise, this isn't about taking joy off your plate. It's about protecting the 2 organs working around the clock to keep you alive. So make yourself comfortable, take a sip of your drink, and let's start with a fruit that looks beautiful on the outside but can be dangerously toxic to aging kidneys if you're not careful. Bright, tropical, and shaped like a starfruit looks like something straight out of a vacation postcard. But for seniors with aging kidneys, it can be a silent landmine. Hidden inside this exotic beauty is a natural neurotoxin called caramboxin. In healthy adults, the kidneys filter it out easily. But when kidney function slows with age, that toxin can linger in your bloodstream, and that's where the real trouble begins. I once treated a 68-year-old man who came in with bizarre symptoms: hiccups that wouldn't stop, slurred speech, and sudden confusion. No new medications, no major lifestyle changes except for one thing. At his granddaughter's birthday, he drank a tropical smoothie decorated with starfruit slices. That single glass triggered a toxic reaction his kidneys simply couldn't handle. The danger with starfruit isn't just in large amounts. Even one slice or a few sips of juice can build up in your system if your kidneys can't keep pace. And the scary part, you might not feel a thing until the symptoms hit: dizziness, mental fog, nausea, or muscle twitching that seem to come out of nowhere. That's why, if you're over 60 or have any history of kidney problems, I recommend avoiding starfruit entirely. Don't just pick it out of a salad. Ask about ingredients when you eat out. Check smoothie labels, and be extra careful at buffets. Protecting your kidneys is about knowing the hidden threats, even the ones disguised as tropical treats, and as shocking as starfruit may be. The next fruit on this list is even more dangerous because it's not rare or exotic at all. It's probably sitting on your counter right now, and you've been told it's one of the healthiest choices you can make. It's probably the most familiar fruit in your home. Soft, sweet, and praised for heart health. But for seniors with aging kidneys, the everyday banana can quietly push your potassium levels into the danger zone. Potassium is essential. It keeps your muscles strong, your heart beating, your nerves firing. But here's the catch: after 60, your kidneys gradually lose their ability to filter out excess potassium. That means what used to be healthy can now overload your system without warning. One medium banana packs around 400 milligrams of potassium. Sounds harmless, until you add the second one in your smoothie, the banana chips sprinkled over your cereal, or that healthy post-walk snack. Suddenly your daily potassium load has doubled or tripled, and your kidneys are struggling to keep pace. The symptoms aren't always obvious. You might just feel a little more tired than usual. Maybe your heartbeat flutters, skips, or pounds in your chest. Sometimes there's tingling in your hands or feet that you blame on age. But when potassium builds up in the bloodstream, a condition called hyperkalemia, the effects can turn dangerous: fast muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, even heart failure in severe cases. If that sounds familiar, it's time to rethink your fruit bowl. You don't have to give up sweet, soft fruits entirely. Try apples, or blueberries, or seedless grapes. They satisfy your cravings without overloading your kidneys. And if bananas, one of the world's most celebrated health foods, can turn risky after 60, imagine what can happen with a fruit that carries the same hidden danger but delivers it in one quick, concentrated hit. A single glass can push potassium levels higher than your kidneys can handle before breakfast is even over. They've worn a golden halo in the world of nutrition for decades, bright, juicy, and bursting with vitamin C. But for seniors with sensitive kidneys, oranges, and especially orange juice, can be a hidden overload your body can't afford. One fresh orange delivers around 240 milligrams of potassium, not ideal, but manageable. The real problem comes in a glass. Just 8 ounces of orange juice can pack over 450 milligrams of potassium, and it hits your system all at once. Unlike whole fruit, where fiber slows absorption, juice floods your bloodstream fast. For aging kidneys that already filter more slowly, this sudden spike can be more than they can handle. I've had patients active, sharp, eating clean come in with mild chest tightness, anxiety, and shortness of breath after breakfast. Every time, the common thread was the same, a morning glass of orange juice. When we checked their labs, potassium levels were above safe limits, and kidney function was under strain. The scary part is, you can feel perfectly fine until you don't, and by then, the damage has been building quietly for weeks or months. If you love citrus, you don't have to give it up entirely. Fresh lemon or lime in your water offers that bright flavor without the potassium spike, and they're far safer for your kidneys. And if oranges, the symbol of healthy living, can backfire on your kidneys, what about a fruit that seems even more harmless? Small, sweet, and bite-sized, it fits in the palm of your hand, yet in just a handful, it can quietly deliver more potassium than 2 bananas combined. They look harmless, soft, sweet, and so small you can eat them without a second thought. But dried apricots can quietly load your kidneys with more potassium than almost any fresh fruit you'll ever touch. Here's the trap when you remove water from fruit. You don't just shrink it, you concentrate everything else. That means a small handful of dried apricots can contain over 800 milligrams of potassium, more than double what you get from a medium banana. And because they're chewy and bite-sized, it's easy to overeat without realizing you've crossed a dangerous line. One of my patients kept a healthy trail mix in her purse at all times: dried apricots, raisins, nuts. It helped her avoid cookies and chips, she thought. But week after week, she noticed swelling in her legs, nighttime cramps, and dropping energy. Blood pressure medication adjustments didn't help. The real culprit. That innocent-looking snack was overloading her kidneys with potassium day after day. The danger is that symptoms don't show up right away. By the time you feel fatigue, irregular heartbeat, or numbness in your hands and feet, your creatinine may already be climbing. If you love snacking, switch to kidney-friendly options like fresh apple slices, cucumber sticks, or even a small handful of unsalted popcorn, all the satisfaction. None of the mineral overload. And if dried apricots, the so-called healthy snack, can put your kidneys under siege, imagine what happens with a creamy superfood that's been marketed as a miracle for your heart and skin, yet hides even more potassium than a banana in every single serving. It's the poster child of modern health, creamy, rich, and Instagram famous. But for seniors with aging kidneys, the beloved avocado can quietly turn into a daily overload your body can't keep up with. Here's what most people don't hear. One whole avocado packs roughly 700 to 900 milligrams of potassium. That's more than many people with reduced kidney function should have in an entire meal. While younger kidneys can handle that load without trouble, older kidneys filter more slowly, letting potassium build up in the blood. I remember a gentleman in his early 70s who swapped his morning toast for heart-healthy avocado toast after seeing it on a health show. 3 weeks later, he couldn't figure out why he felt more tired, why his chest felt heavy after lunch, or why his blood pressure meds seemed less effective. Lab tests told the story elevated potassium and stressed kidney function. The problem isn't just the potassium. Avocado's healthy fats, while great for the heart, can be harder to digest as we age, adding stress to both the liver and kidneys. For some, this leads to bloating, fatigue, and enzyme changes in blood work. If you crave creamy textures, try mashed cucumber with olive oil and lemon, or hummus. Both offer flavor and satisfaction without the potassium punch. And if a health icon like avocado can quietly tip your kidneys toward danger, wait until you hear about a small, soft, and seemingly innocent green fruit that hides sharp crystal-forming compounds, the kind that can slowly carve kidney stones without you feeling a thing until it's too late. It's small, bright, and refreshingly sweet tart, the kind of fruit you'd never suspect of causing harm. But for seniors with aging kidneys, kiwi can be a hidden double threat. Behind that vibrant green flesh lies a high dose of oxalates, natural compounds that combine with calcium in your body and form sharp crystals. Those crystals, they're the building blocks of kidney stones. In healthy kidneys, small amounts of oxalate can be filtered out without trouble. But when kidney function slows with age, those tiny shards can start to collect, silently carving their way into painful stones. I once met a 66-year-old woman who swore by her morning kiwi habit, 2 or 3 every day, because she thought they were great for digestion. She exercised daily, avoided salty snacks, and drank plenty of water. But she also began feeling a dull ache in her back and occasionally noticed blood in her urine. A kidney scan later revealed multiple small stones forming quietly over time. To make matters worse, kiwi doesn't just bring oxalates to the table, it also contains a moderate amount of potassium, adding even more strain to already sensitive kidneys. That double hit makes it far riskier than it appears. If you want something refreshing and safe, swap kiwi for watermelon, blueberries, or apples, fruits that hydrate and nourish without the crystal risk. And if kiwi, a fruit most people see as harmless, can hide a painful surprise. Imagine what happens with a ruby red superfruit praised for heart health, yet capable of flooding your bloodstream with more potassium than your kidneys can handle in just 1 glass. It's bold, beautiful, and loaded with heart-healthy, hype, ruby red seeds that promise antioxidants, better circulation, and anti-inflammatory power. But for seniors with slowing kidneys, pomegranate can quietly push your potassium levels into the red zone. 1 cup of pomegranate juice delivers more than 530 milligrams of potassium, and because it's liquid, that surge hits your bloodstream all at once. Healthy kidneys might filter it without issue. But once kidney function begins to decline, that sudden load can be more than they can handle. I had a retired teacher in his late 60s who drank a daily glass of pomegranate juice after hearing about its heart benefits on the radio. A few weeks later, he began feeling short of breath, noticed his heart racing at odd times, and even had mild chest tightness. He thought it was just aging until blood tests revealed elevated potassium and declining kidney function. That health drink was quietly overworking his kidneys every single morning. The tricky part with pomegranate is that it does have real benefits, but only if your kidneys can keep up. For safer enjoyment, sprinkle a few seeds over a salad instead of drinking concentrated juice, or choose kidney-friendly herbal teas for hydration. And if a celebrated superfruit like pomegranate can overload your kidneys so quickly, the final fruit on this list might shock you even more because it's tiny, round, and often eaten by the handful. Yet inside, it hides sharp, stone-forming compounds that can quietly build up with every bite. They're bite-sized, refreshing, and so easy to pop into your mouth without a second thought. But for seniors with vulnerable kidneys, seeded grapes can carry a hidden risk that builds up over time. The danger isn't in the sweet, juicy flesh, it's in the seeds. Those tiny seeds are high in oxalates, the same crystal-forming compounds found in kiwi. When oxalates bind with calcium inside your body, they can create sharp deposits that form kidney stones. And when those seeds are swallowed whole or only partially chewed, the fragments can pass into your system and slowly accumulate without you noticing. I once spoke with a man who'd been eating seeded grapes his whole life. He never bothered to spit out the seeds. At 72, he started feeling a dull ache in his lower back, which he dismissed as muscle stiffness. But after suffering 2 kidney stone episodes in a single year, his doctor traced the issue back to his daily grape habit. The fix is simple: choose seedless grapes and eat them in moderation. Even with seedless varieties, over-snacking can still overload aging kidneys with natural sugars and fluids, so portion control matters. Rinse them well, savor them slowly, and skip the seeds entirely if you want to avoid stone-forming trouble. And now that we've uncovered how even the sweetest, most innocent-looking fruits can quietly stress your kidneys, it's time to step back and see the bigger picture, the warning signs you should never ignore, and the small, powerful changes you can make today to protect your kidney health for years to come. Getting older doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It means choosing them wisely so your kidneys can keep protecting you for years to come. These incredible organs work 24/7 to filter toxins, balance minerals, and keep your energy steady. But after 60, they need your help. That help can start with something as simple as knowing which fruits to enjoy in moderation and which to avoid entirely. If you've noticed swelling in your legs, constant fatigue, more frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, or trouble sleeping, don't ignore those signs. They could be your kidneys asking for a break. The good news is that small, consistent changes in your daily habits can reduce their workload, improve your energy, and protect your overall health. And remember, caring for your kidneys isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about keeping your strength, independence, and quality of life for the years ahead. So take what you've learned today, make the swaps that feel right for you, and check back whenever you need a reminder. That's why I recommend saving this video now. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest trusted medical tips for protecting your kidneys and living your healthiest life. Your health journey matters, and I'm here to walk it with you.